Da-da-da-da. Praise the Lord, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. Welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. I am grateful and thankful for this daytime and this opportunity to be able to come to you today to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked that question. Grief, my brothers and my sisters, that is the natural, normal, necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. And I am so grateful, so thankful for each and every one of you. I don't know why I started preaching, for joining us on today as we lead you in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Y'all know what we've been on this week. We've been talking about the new you, right? Discovering the person God is forming through you as it relates to grief. And I hope you have been able to lean and glean some nuggets, some truth, some wisdom to help identify the new you. Today, I want to give you your next installment. Today is day 212, is where the grievers dwell. We're going to talk about learning to love again. This new you is going to have to learn how to love again. We talked a little bit about this before. It's worth mentioning again, learning to love again as you navigate through this thing called grief. Let's talk about it, y'all. We love because he first loved us. One of grief's greatest temptations is not to just stop loving the person you've lost, it's to stop loving all together. After experiencing deep pain, it's natural to think, I never want to hurt like this again. So we become more cautious. We keep people at a distance. We protect our hearts. We avoid vulnerability. Why do I feel like we avoid all this? We talked about this, right? We talked about this. We avoid vulnerability. We talked, oh man, this ain't the same lesson. We talked about this. It just seems so familiar that we talked about. We put up walls because we don't want to be hurt again. We do not want to be hurt again. We don't want to experience what we experienced once before. So we do. We put up walls. We said nothing comes in, nothing can go out, right? That pain is so intense. It's like, I don't want to go through that again. It's like going through something like whether it's a surgery, whether it's is getting a needle stuck or what something at the dentist. After you go through something one time and it's painful, you be like, I don't want to. You will put off going to the dentist 2 or 3 years because you don't want. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have another whatchamacallit them drilling down in my tooth. I don't want to have my other knee replaced. This one feels better, but it was so painful. We go through painful predicaments, and we'll do everything we can to avoid having to go through them again. Same thing when it comes to grief. So we keep people at bay. We don't want to love again. Y'all stay over there. We don't want to get close again. We put up this wall. We act hard. We don't want to love. We don't want to get. We don't want people to get close. Right? We go through this. We protect our hearts. We avoid vulnerability, and we do this not because we don't care, but because we remember what it costs to love. Love has a price tag attached to it. Always got a price tag attached to it. Right? It's kind of like, I don't know my mind. It's kind of like if you go to a restaurant, you can sit down and you can enjoy yourself. All right. Oh, yes, bread. Bring me the bread. Oh, yes. Appetizers. Appetizers for everybody. We're going to get this and we got to get a little taste of that. We got to get that. Yeah. Oh, salad. What is your soup of the day? Oh, tomato bisque. Give me a bowl. I don't want a cup. Give me a bowl. We'll sit and we'll gobble down that bowl, and then it comes time for the entrees. Everybody places their order, and you sit and you eat and you drink. You get the wine list, or you get a couple of your favorite signature drinks. I mean, you grub until you have had your fill. Here it is, and you love every single minute, moment, and morsel of everything you consume. You loved it. I mean, if you could have licked the plate, you would have in the restaurant. You absolutely positively loved it. And after you have enjoyed every minute, every moment, and every morsel, after you have loved this great experience, what do? They bring you the what? The bill. There's there's a price that has to be paid, right? And you even get some dessert, right? There's a price that has to be paid, right? I loved every minute, every moment, every morsel. It was so delicious. Now it's over. There's a price that has to be paid. Y'all, you know, grief. We will love every minute, every moment, every morsel of having the opportunity to love somebody. Every year, we'll cherish every family function, all the food, all the fellowship, right? Oh, we love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. But then when we lose it, when it's gone, here comes the bill. The bill is grief, right? The bill is mourning. The bill is now the price we pay for having the opportunity to love. And oftentimes we don't want to go that route, right? We don't want to experience that. We remember what it costs to love. The problem is a heart that refuses to love again also refuses to fully live again. That God never intended for grief to close the very heart he created to love. He never, ever, 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 God never intended to close the very heart that he created to love. God says, I didn't create your heart to close your heart. I didn't create your heart to close your heart. I did not create your heart for you to go through what you go through and then just for you to close your heart. No, I created you to love. This is why doing the work is so very important. This is why navigating through that is so very important. And I keep just thinking, even in let's talk about like knee replacements or whatever the case may be. It's like you could be wounded or you got this trouble, you having this difficulty, you have this. People debate having the surgery, this, that, and the other. You have it because of the life, the quality of life that you can have after it, right? That I don't want this to be the end. I don't want to walk around wounded. I want to go through this because I know that there's still more things for me to do, and I don't want to do it wounded, right? I want to play with the grandkids. I want to play with the kids. I want to travel. I want to do this. I don't want the rest of my life, the quality of the rest of my life to be hindered, right? So I'm gonna go through this process because I know there's still more life to live. I want to go on cruises. I want to have fun. I want to go on vacation. I want to play with the kids at the park. So I'm gonna go through this, right? I'm gonna go through this process of grieving and mourning, of healing, because the quality of life I can have afterwards. It's the same thing for you. I'm gonna go through this process of grieving, of mourning, of healing, because the quality of life that is to come. There is a quality of life that God has for me that I want to be able to experience, but I won't get to experience if I don't navigate through this process. The last paragraph, John reminds us that our ability to love begins with God's love for us. His love is the well that never runs dry. When we are rooted in his love, we don't have to fear running out of love or losing it forever. Loving again doesn't mean replacing the person you've lost. That people are not replaceable. Every relationship is unique. Every bond is sacred, and every person leaves an imprint that no one else can duplicate. Loving again simply means refusing to let loss have the final word. I'm not going to let loss have the final word. I refuse to let loss have the final word. Absolutely, positively. It's not going to have the final word. It means allowing your heart to remain open to people that God places in your life today. It means embracing your children without comparing them to yesterday. Investing in friendships without fearing goodbye. It means serving others with compassion born from your own pain. It means believing that your capacity to love didn't die when your loved one dies, right? This is how you don't allow grief to have the final word, right? Oh, I'm gonna love again. You thought I wasn't when I was? Yeah, I'm gonna grieve and I'm gonna mourn, but I'm gonna love again. I'm gonna grieve and I'm gonna mourn but I'm going to love again. I'm going to laugh again. I'm going to live again. That's why I'm going to go through the process. I'm not going to allow you to have the final word. I'm not, and y'all should know this concept, because y'all look, just in general, y'all want people to have the final word. No way. Y'all gonna open that mouth and run that mouth and talk crazy in the same way, right? In the same way y'all talk crazy, everybody else talk crazy to grief. Be like, I'm not gonna let you have the final word. I'm gonna grieve. I'm gonna mourn, right? I'm gonna navigate through the process, because I know, right, that there's still so much more in store. And this is a part of my story. And I don't want to allow this to have the final word. That becomes the mindset. Last paragraph. In fact, grief often expands our ability to love, right? Having experienced deep loss, we become more patient, more compassionate, more present, more aware that every conversation, every hug, and every moment is a gift. It actually expands our ability to love. The new you doesn't love less because you've experienced grief. The new you loves more intentionally because you learn how precious love truly is. Don't let fear become the guardian of your heart. Let God be. Don't let fear be the guardian of your heart. Afraid somebody else gonna die. Afraid that I'm afraid. Just don't let fear become the guardian of your heart. Let God become the guardian. He is able to protect your heart without closing it. And as he continues to heal you, you'll discover that the greatest tribute you can give to the love you've lost is to keep loving with the heart God is restoring. This is the greatest tribute you can give to the loved one you lost, is to keep loving. To keep loving with the heart that God restored. That's what they want. That's what they will want. Keep loving. That's the greatest tribute you can give them, to keep loving with the heart that God restored. I'm going to keep loving. Here's your point of application today. Intentionally show love to someone God has placed in your life. Make the phone call. Send the text. Offer the hug. Speak the encouragement. Spend unhurried time with someone you care about. Let your actions declare, grief may have broken my heart, but by God's grace, it has not closed. Grief, it may have broken my heart, but by God's grace, it is still open for business. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 212. It's where the grievers dwell, learning to love again. Learning to love again. I refuse. I know that's right, Miss Remy. I absolutely positively refuse. In the beginning of my grief journey, it was easier to disassociate and disconnect. Yep. But it caused a huge void in my life. I knew I couldn't stay in that space because it was destroying me. Yeah, we isolate and then we disconnect. We don't want to hurt again, so we don't want to love again. We distance ourselves. It's just navigating through the process. And that's that piece in the thing where I talk about going outward, right? I'm going upward. I'm gonna go inward. I gotta go outward because I need community. I need community as we navigate through this. You got to keep living and loving. Yes, yes, and yes. Why we gotta be talking crazy? I know y'all be talking crazy. And another thing, y'all ain't gonna let nobody get the last word. Whether it's text message, whether it's important, in person, y'all ain't gonna get it. Same way, don't let grief have the last word, right? Keep loving again and again and again. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place for another Good Morning Grief devotion. Good morning.